Hey! What is fucking happening? Welcome back to the Culling episode 13, dude. So, guaranteed I'm not gonna win this one. Do you guys believe it? Oh, hell yeah, fuck that. Never mind. Do you guys believe in that? Like, 13 being a spooky number? Doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, I've never really looked into the origins of it. I'm gonna do that later. The sad part is I actually will. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. I'm not really bothered about 13, honestly, all that much. I'm not a fan of 4, but we'll get into that. You know what? We're looting filler. So when I was about 8, I had a dream. I was in school. Nah, I must have been older than 8. Nah, actually, yeah, but probably was about 8 actually, 8 or 9. I was in school in like primary school. You know, a little youngin'. And I'm hungry. Actually, I should. Yeah. Anyway, yes, I was in school. In the dream, I was in school. This the story is. I'm telling the dream. By the way, this is like not a story. It's just a dream I'm telling you guys about. Which honestly like stuck with me for a while, but also like now that I'm talking about it now, I realize actually I've not thought about it for a while, so I guess I'm over it. So basically, what happened was I was hanging out, and it was weird because it was like the evening. Evening, like somewhere between evening and nighttime, so like it was dark, but I don't know, it wasn't like pitch black night or anything. So it was weird. But yes, I was in school, which was weird that I was in school in the evening anyway. And if I recall correctly, I was by myself, and in school we had this like courtyard where it sort of made like no, we'll keep this. It sort of made like a C shape in this courtyard with these corridors. So it would be like line, line, line. So this was the courtyard, and then this bit was back ended, and it had that, and it was like in the middle of this courtyard was a tree, like a big tree. I think with a couple benches around it, and then there was like a path that went around the edge, so you could go. And then at each of the end of the line here, and then the line here, there was a classroom at the end of this one, there was a classroom at the end of this one. So sometimes we'd walk across this courtyard to get to the classroom. And it wasn't a big courtyard, it was like, I don't know, bigger than an average garden, but it wasn't like this huge massive courtyard. It was just like, I don't know, it was big enough to be called a courtyard. And there was this tree in the middle. And basically the dream was, for some reason, that my classroom was on this side and the other year 6 classroom was on this side. For some reason I was on my side, but there was no one else here. Like I said, I was by myself on sort of my side. I was by myself on my side of the courtyard, and then I like some stuff happened before this, but this is like I don't ever seem to remember that. I seem to forget about that a bit quickly. And for whatever reason, I got across the courtyard, and the tree wasn't there, which in the dream I didn't even notice. It was like something I realised sort of after the fact. When I was telling my friend about it, I was like, oh wait, yeah, the tree wasn't there in the dream, which is weird because you know there's a tree there. But regardless, yeah. So I go across the courtyard. There's definitely gonna be someone over there. I guess I should try this way. I know it's the edge of the map, but it could be fucking crazy or something. I don't know, dude. But yeah. So I also, this is the part of the map I know the least, for the record. I just know there's someone in that direction. So there's no tree there, which is weird. There's a funk barrel here, which is not weird. But I go across, and then this is where I get spooky. I turn around, and on the wall is like, on the wall of the building I just came out of, or the part of the building I just came out of, that side of the courtyard, was like a spear sort of pointing like diagonally upwards, coming out of the wall, and like there was a cow impaled on it. Which honestly, like, I just said that out loud, and it sounds like a little bit ridiculous, I'll be honest. But that's what it fucking was, dude. And when I was like 8 years old, that's like fucking horrifying, like an impaled cow on a wall. And on the fucking wall next to it, in like spooky, generic, written in blood type shit, was, you know, something along the lines of, now I swear it said as printed by, and then a massive 4, but like it is, again, I don't know, it says weird to say, but I swear that's what it said. And then like the 4 was big, but whatever it said, it sort of implied that this like dead fucking cow was on the wall because of like someone called 4. So like, as a kid, it stuck with me, you know. I was never really a fan of cows. I wasn't like scared of cows per se. And like now, the fucking cows are like honestly dope as shit. Like they make milk and stuff. I'm pretty pro milk. I'm not really a huge beef or steak fan. I tend to not really rate them that much. I mean, I'll eat them both honestly, but sometimes I can get into steak. It depends. Like, I can't eat like just a steak. Well, no, I can eat a steak and I will eat a steak, but just a steak by itself, I'll eat it, but I won't be a fan of it. Like if I went to a restaurant, I wouldn't have just a steak. But if it was like, you know, I'd like fucking, you know, it was barbecue steak or I had like spices on it or some shit, like I had a flavour to it, I'd probably be able to eat it. I'd probably enjoy it even. But I don't know, I'm just not really a fan of the texture. But regardless, yeah, this big fucking cow on the wall, the number 4, stuck with me. The dream goes on, so I run across to the courtyard to the other side, right, to the side of the courtyard where this other classroom is with this other class in it, and the class is actually in there, in the classroom. But then I'm like, yo, listen, there's a fucking dead cow out there or some shit, like yelling something. I don't remember like the specifics of fucking what I was yelling. So that just got shut down, which means there's someone going for that. And then I turned into a fucking cow, and no one could hear me. And this like, and then that's sort of when it ended. Was I turned into a cow, and I was like, my words that I was yelling turned into moos. Except like, even though I was still mooing, the people in the class, I could see them through the window in the door. The people in the class couldn't actually hear what I was saying, even well, the moves I was making, I guess. And sorry, I saw someone. That's the story, honestly. It sort of ended there. I don't know, it just stuck with me because it was weird. Because I, as a kid, didn't really experience like night terrors, so to speak. I know my brother used to get night terrors quite a lot. Someone just got an airdrop, so we don't want to be over there. So this is looted. I may get that wrench. Honestly, I don't know if we're gonna get to this airdrop in time. Okay, I'm actually going to go for the wrench. The wrench is really good. Let's recycle this. This will put us like real close. And then if I'm getting the wrench straight away, I may as well recycle this as well. So yeah, I didn't really have night terrors because, like I said, my brother has them sometimes. Or he hasn't had them in a while, but like maybe like a year or so. But he gets them when he wakes up and he's like screaming and screaming and screaming, and eventually when he snaps out of it, he goes back to bed and then is fine. And then the next morning he just like doesn't even remember that it happened. But yeah, I never really had those. So when I did have sort of that one nightmare, it was like, whoa, okay, what in the heck, you know, a bit of a shock. And then there was the only other. Oh fuck it, they got me. So I'm not gonna go that way because I think there's someone that way. I guess we'll head back over. Oh fucking hell, there's a dead person here. Is that one snare? Yeah, I'm not bothered. It won't let me pick it up anyway. I actually can't fully heal here. Right, well, let's at least use as much as I can. 94, I guess, like, it's nearly there. Shit, I don't really know where to go here. See, we're already, like, down to, like, halfway, right? A little bit past that. Yeah, the only other nightmares I can remember have were sort of, like, light nightmares. Like, there was this one where, like, we went on this, this school trip to a place called Grasmere, which is in the Lake District somewhere in the UK, if you're familiar. And yeah, we went there. I'll use that on the next recycle machine we come across, which is over there. And one of the nights there was this like field opposite the hotel. It was more like a hostel, I guess. No, was that the one that was an actual hotel? I don't remember. I've had a few of those. No, that's not what I want to do. What was... I don't remember what the accommodation was like at Grasmere, but regardless, yeah, there was this field across the street, and there was this one night, one of the sort of 2 nights that we were there. There was... I saw this earlier on when I was running past this area. I saw the funk barrel, jumped on the rock, and then like was like, oh, I guess there wasn't a funk barrel here. I went over there. It was over here. I mean, we'll go check out gas station, even though it's like almost definitely looted. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to regret buying the pipe wrench now, even though we're still not that close, but it would have been like 30 off, I guess, at this point. or 168. No, it would have been a bit off still, but you know. I mean, 9 to 27 is still pretty solid. I mean, it's 6 short of the max, but you know, the sledgehammer. But anyway, yeah. So there was this field, and then one of the nights there was like people playing football in the middle of the field, and then everyone else. Like we went there, and the quote unquote activity was we were just like running laps. We had to run a couple laps around the field, just for exercise or whatever. And then after that, we were, you know, just like hanging out in this on this massive field, and then people playing football, but like, you know, fuck that. Even though I was actually, I think, yeah, I was actually still quite into football at the time, to the point where I actually, at that point in my life, I was actually still playing football. But for whatever reason, I think I decided not to, because I was playing football, like, when I'd play it in, like, the playground at lunch and stuff, but I'd play it with my friends, whereas that was, like, one big game where everyone was playing, so I was like, nah, I'll not do this. Okay. I'm trying to think, how do I do this? This is caltrops. I need another stick, don't I? I'm trying to make a bow, so I'm trying to do it. That makes a bandage shit. Oh, you know what you need? You need a... It's a crafted knife, isn't it? There's got to be a rock around here somewhere. Stick. Here we go. But yeah, and then, I don't know, the nightmare, I can't even really describe this one, because it was like... Because that was the thing that actually happened, was this, like, playing fucking football in the field. But then the nightmare was weird, because it was like, it was the night I was ill, and obviously, like, when you're young, if you didn't know this, when you have, like, a fever, for some reason it makes you have, like, nightmares more frequently. Which, I don't know, it's just, like, a thing I'm aware of, I don't know why that's the case. But yeah, I don't know, it was weird, I was, like, running around, I actually don't even fucking remember, but it was, like, something along the lines of, like, for some reason, like, everyone was, like, booing me or something, and then I think at one point, like, I got thrown up in the air really high, and then that one wasn't really a nightmare, but it woke me up, like, I got thrown in the air, like, you know when you have one, and then you like, wake up really quickly, like, that happened, even though it wasn't, like, a real nightmare, that happened for some reason, I don't know, that wasn't a real one, I'm trying to think, and then, and then the third one, which is probably the last one I ever had. Again, another simple one. We were on a school trip, all fucking primary school related, should be noted. We were on a school trip, and I hear arrows being fired. I think someone's fighting down there. Yeah, there's two people having a fucking bow and arrow fight, and like I'm not one of the people getting a shot. He's going in. Yeah, fuck it, go for the fight. How am I the world's worst arrow? There's a hit. There's another hit. Okay. Right, that was fun. Yeah, and we were walking, and this one wasn't actually based on like an actual thing that happened. Like we were basically on this like massive walk as part of some trip on these like it was like a hill, like a hilly area, but except instead of hills it was like sort of sandy, sort of rocky, like orange rocks, like it was in like a more deserty country, but like a hilly part of a deserty country, if that makes sense. Yeah, and we were like walking, and at some point we stopped walking, and then from over these rocks sort of behind us, like a bunch of, like not a bunch, but like a skull gets thrown over, and then another skull, and then like no one notices it, and then I think I went around to look for some reason, and then there was just nothing there, and that was it. That was the end of the dream. But for some reason that one also stuck with me a lot, because it was just weird that there was like skulls being thrown over this rock, and then there was nothing there. And then the camera turns and there was a jump scare. Yeah, I don't know. That was basically me rambling for half an hour because I've, first recording of the day, shit like this happens. But yeah, that's it. Honestly, those are my nightmare stories. This has been the Culling. Oh, what is this ravine? There's an open crate down there. I don't think I've ever been down this ravine before. Interesting. Where the fuck are we then? How in the shit do I get down is the real question when there's map closure behind me. No, actually though, can I even fucking get off here? like safely. Yeah, you just have to like. Ah, shit. Oh, I should have ambushed him. He has an orange juice. And a machete. Yeah, you just like stand in like. Oh, he's dodging and weaving. Yeah, so I'm gonna die here, but we've had a good talk. Oh, I dropped my bow. No, I let go of it. Whoa, no, he hit me right as I hit. How much health? Oh, that was tough. I thought orange juice, dude. We did 91 damage. I mean, like that was what I'd call a bad game, and like typically I probably wouldn't have used that game, but you know. See, where were we? We came 4th. I did 91 damage. It was fucking reasonable, I guess. Yeah, you know what? She had orange juice and armor. So, because I got 2 like nearly full hits off, and I think she had like somewhere between 50 and 60 health left. So I don't know, actually, no, she must have had more health than that if she had armor and orange juice. Because what does that do? That does like 27 max. So I must have been doing like 15 damage or something. I don't know, honestly. Thanks for watching this episode of Culling. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm actually gonna wait because I want to see what her airdrop is. I'm saying her just because of the hearts, which is probably sexist, but what is that? A backpack, a bandage, and then which is on the floor. Fair enough. 2 stims. I don't remember what those stims are. I don't remember the name of the airdrop, but I remember its existence. I don't remember the stims are though. Oh, here's my man tracker. Oh, it's a 1v1 there. Fuck it, we'll watch it. How many kills? Oh, 5 kills? I was her 5th kill, fair enough. This is someone who's better than me at the game. I always seem to end up going against the people who are like actually pretty good at the game. But then also, this person was also going against someone with 4 kills. Oh, I see my body. Oh, yeah, tier 4 spear. She still has the orange juice and the iron foreskin. Oh, you know what? I bet she has, oh, fuck, I don't remember the name of the perk, but the one which means that stims last for twice as long. So I bet they're on, like, 4-minute timers instead of 2, which is, like, real good. This dude, yeah, because this dude has no stims. Also, that is actually just an uglier fucking outfit. It was kind of gross. Yeah, she basically has... Oh, she has actual armor. She has actual armor. She has a tier 4 trident, and she has a recurve bow. But then this one has only a machete, but also iron foreskin and orange juice, which will definitely last the duration of this fight, I'd imagine, regardless of who wins. Oh, he's out of stam. So it doesn't feel so bad when the person who beats you wins. Honestly. Which is definitely going to be the case here. Thank you for watching this episode of Culling. Share any fucking nightmare-based stories you want. I mean, those were all from like around the same era? Around the same period when I was like 8 or so, but... Oh, dude! Against all odds. Good fucking job. Yeah, fucking share them if you want, or don't, whatever. Thanks for watching. I'd love to read about them. So, if you wanna do that, that'd be awesome. And maybe I'll fucking read them in next Yetihype Weekly, I don't know. But, I'll see you guys next time. Peace, guys.